Let's talk about the love and light agenda within the New Age community. Now, if you know anything about the teachings of love and light within the New Age community, you will understand that it all connects back to the afterlife. This is proven when you listen to all the near death experiences that people have had of encountering a light that makes them feel unconditional love and bliss and just perfectness, and they go in this light and they're met with angels and spirit guides and family members and anything and everything that makes them feel more bliss. For some people, when they enter the light, they experience what they call God. Sometimes they even see Jesus. For non religious people, they may have the experience of meeting the source or becoming one with the source of all that is. Regardless of how they perceive it when they enter the light, it's always something to do with love and light, bliss, and being overwhelmed and overcome with this love and light and bliss. And then they take this back to earth when they return to their body and they tell everybody else it's all about love, it's all about bliss, it's all about light, it's all about this perfectness that we come back to. And regardless of how crazy the world is and all the insanity and just weird stuff that we see down here, it's all love and light in the end, and it doesn't matter. This doesn't matter because we're going to return back to love and light. It really makes no sense when you think about it, because why would a great creator or the source, whatever you want to call it, why would that or it, whatever, have all this love and bliss and would want to come down and experience the craziness of this earth and all the manipulation and the killing and the poverty and the suffering and the depression and everything that goes with being down here? Um, Now it's not always bad, I've had plenty of good moments in my life, but as you get older and you have your real awakening, because there's the whole false awakening and the new age movement. You think you're woke and you're the source having a human experience, or you're the universe looking back at itself. And like I said before, that's a half truth, but the other half is there's much more going on down here. But you're basically bombarded with this love and light bomb. A lot of people uh in the community that believe in the reincarnation soul trap, they talk about being love bombed and all that. And to me, that's the truth. Now that I have woken up to this, because I didn't used to accept the reincarnation soul trap. Like, I've heard of it before, but I didn't used to believe it. Now, in the beginning, when I first had my out of body experience and I was waking up to things being more spiritual than what I realized at first, um, that's when I got into the new age movement. And it took me a minute to really accept that everything was one and all this and that. But it was just like every time I tried to accept it in the beginning, it was hard. Then I forgot about it for a little while, and then finally I accepted it. And looking back in hindsight, now that I no longer believe in it again, I can see why I struggled to believe in it and just accept that everything was one. We're one consciousness, and that this one consciousness did all this and it wants to do this. Now, if it was true that that was what's really going on, then when we automatically go back to the other side, we'd all realize we're the source and we forgot on purpose so that we could be more immersed in this reality, and we caused our own amnesia, and then we just return back to source and then we remember everything and we'll choose to incarnate again because we're really the source. That's not what's really going on. People are being manipulated to come back and tricked and bombarded with love bombs by other beings. So what's really going on here? I mean, it's clear as day that each person is their own individual spirit or soul, or they have their own individual true essence of their being that's non-physical. And to just say everything's one without acknowledging the individuality of things is ridiculous. So, yeah, we may all kind of come from the same place. Like I said, I believe we all come from the universe and the universe is infinite, but not everybody's on the same page and under the same agreement. Pretty much in every near death experience, the person immediately upon leaving their body was bombarded by the light or some type of angelic being or spirit guide that was trying to guide them and lead them and show them the quote unquote way. And it's just something to think about, because if we're free and it's meant for us to just find our own way when we die and make our own choices, then we don't need a guide. Okay, if we truly came here on our own volition, then there you go. That's all we need, is to wake up once we die and then go our own way. But no, we're bombarded, we're confronted when we die with all this extra stuff. I believe the agreements that we make during the pre-birth phase before coming down here and being reincarnated plays a huge role in what we experience when we die. I think that pretty much all beliefs lead back to the love and light, and I think it's set up that way. So even if you're an atheist, or you don't believe in God, or you don't believe in spirituality and all that, you'll be led back to the love and light so you can be reincarnated once again. Even with the hell-like and hellish experiences, especially with these kind, it always leads the person to being brought back to the light, or seeing an angel, or seeing some being of light that guides them back to the tunnel of light, to the light of reincarnation. So as you can see, with that said, it's an agenda, and all you have to do is wake up and see through it. So you want to go down your own path when you pass away and you don't want to come back here. These are things you need to take into consideration.